Hey everybody, Nick here, and today I want to talk a little bit about this little list right here. This is the Spyderco Discontinuation list for 2018. The reason I'm bringing this up is because Spyderco, well, let's face it, they got more models than Miss America. But the thing is, the way that they maintain that is by discontinuing some every year, and they just release the list. This is notable because when these things get discontinued, very often you can get very good deals. And so if any of these things are things you've been thinking about, now is the time to get them, both in terms of money and in terms of availability. And so just today, October 12th, 2017, trying to get a hair off of there, they released this list, and so I want to talk about a couple of notable issues on here. One of them is the fact that the Salt series seems to be being discontinued. I'm hoping they're clearing way for an LC200N series of salts. LC200N is the steel used in the Spidey Chef. It is an incredible steel, bar none. H1 steel is, honestly, for me at least, not quite adequate for everyday carry. It doesn't hold enough of an edge for long enough for me to really enjoy it. It can be great for some people, and it absolutely will not rust, but I'm really hoping to see more LC200N in the Salt line, because it is both a very rust-resistant steel and it is a very good steel for everyday carry. So I'd like to see that option in the Salt lineup that follows this one. Next thing, the Southern. This is a knife that I didn't particularly love, but I still have to admit, was a very nice knife. It's been around for a while. It's no shock to see it here, but at the same time, it is the end of an era. And so if you've been thinking about one of these guys, this is the time. The Pingo is a very legal knife. It is sheep's foot blade. It is relatively small. It is non-locking. If those are things that you need, this is something to consider. For me, it didn't quite scratch the itch for different cutting tasks I needed, but at the same time, I can see some benefit for some people. The Domino and the Dice, these two really surprised me. These are both incredible ergonomic pieces. They fit incredibly in the hand, and they're great knives. They cut very well. I like both of these a lot. The Dice even more so, because it's a smaller knife, so it's legal in a lot of places, yet it's still super ergonomic. Both of these are going to have relatively little blade relative to the amount of handle on them, but they're both very nice, and I like both a lot. Unlike the little Iron Spy, which I really didn't like in him. Frankly, not all that sad to see on this list. But I'm shocked that these guys are going out, and so if you're thinking about getting one of these, you really should. They're both very nice knives. The dog tags here, the dog tag black and the square head. The square head is a very nice dog tag folder. Thing is, those are little tiny folders that work well on a keychain or something. They're limited in use, but they're kind of neat gifts. And so if you can get one really cheap, especially the square head, it's not a bad thing to do. Pitts, Pie in the Sky. Non-locking folder. I got a review of that guy coming up soon. I may rush that and the Dice review out here sooner, just so, you know, they're available to people. But it's a very nice knife if you need a non-locking knife. And that's the thing that it is it's a very beefy non-locking knife. If you don't need that, though, I don't see a whole lot of point to it. But again, it's an interesting idea here. The Positron is a knife that I didn't particularly love. It's another Brad Southern design. It was really let down by a poor detent, and it was a chubby little bunny. But at the same time, you know, I'm hoping this clears way for some other things, including they've got the Hanan, something along those lines, coming up here soon, which is another Brad Southern collab. So I think it's getting cleared way there. The Mamba I handled once at Blade HQ was very, very pretty knife, even if it wasn't the most practical thing ever. The Nirvana, this one blew me away because this is one of Spyderco's flagships. If not their current flagship model, it is probably the most expensive Spyderco, and it is a really nice knife. I mean, watch my full review, then watch my review of one reground. That this one's going away, it must have been a total pain in the neck to make. And so I'm hoping that maybe they'll do something else with Resenti in the future. Maybe something a little smaller, thinner in the blade. I don't know, just saying. But I'm hoping very much that they replace this because this is a great knife in a lot of ways. And it was kind of a halo product, I think, for Spyderco, and it will be missed. What else here? The South Fork Sabo Hawk. Oh, if you need a tactical tomahawk, this one's going to be your option. Mind you, I don't think you need a tactical tomahawk. And actually, those are it. The Ladybug Tattoo is a little tiny knife, but that's only one particular model. You'll still get other ladybugs out there. None of these other guys really stuck out at me, but the big ones to keep in mind right now with the Nirvana, that one going away, that's a big deal. The Domino and the Dice, you should keep an eye out for. If you've been contemplating them, just go ahead and do them. They're great knives, and if you can get them at a great price, that's all the better. And the Southern, like I said, if you've been holding out on that one, now is the time. But anyways, that's just my thoughts. Let me know if there are any of these that I didn't talk about, or frankly that I did, that you want to mention in particular as being interesting for my viewers to check out down in the comments. But otherwise, hope this has been interesting and that you have yourselves an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.